Hey guys. So this video is walking you guys through your second essay assignment, and in this unit you guys read two different texts from two different movements, both the Enlightenment and the Romanticism movement. You read a number of different types of genres of texts as well, so um, you have a lot of different perspectives on how the identity of our nation, of the people within our nation, was being developed during these sort of two different movements. So, what you're going to do is choose one of the works that you read in this unit to analyze in relation to the movement that it's associated with. So, if you choose Franklin or Jefferson or one of the poets that we read, it would be associated with the Enlightenment movement. If it's say Poe or Longfellow, then it would be the Romanticism movement. But you're going to show how that author and work exhibit specific elements or concepts related to that movement. So, what is it that makes a Poe work a Romanticism work? What is it that makes Franklin's work indicative of the Enlightenment? So, it's broad. The topic here is broad, so choose the work that you read that's most interesting to you and the movement that's most interesting to you. If you really like the Romanticism movement, focus on one of those works. If you like the Enlightenment, focus on one of those works. Make sure that you do identify specific elements related to that movement. So what are the principles of that movement that make it the Enlightenment or make it the romantic movement? And then explore how does the text fit or not fit with those elements. So you need to use at least one source of your choosing to support your analysis. This needs to be a credible source of your choosing, so not gradesaver.com or something like that, but something credible, such as history.com, biography.com, PBS, and .edu site, whatever it might be. The choice of, again, topic and work is yours, so choose carefully. But you do need to make sure that you are doing exactly what you did in your first essay as far as focusing on the text as a piece of literature. So don't let it become a biography essay. Don't let it become a history essay. Make sure you are deeply analyzing the work itself in relation to the movement. Don't let it become an essay that's just about the movement. It should be focused on the text most importantly. And then you can, of course, bring in the historical or biographical context around that as well. So I might suggest starting either one of two places. Start with some of the principles of the movement and then dive into how the text is showing those particular principles through specific literary elements, or start with the literary elements and then tie those elements to specific elements of the movement. If it were me, I would personally do the latter. I think that's a little bit even easier way to kind of think about it, but it's up to you guys. So again, you guys read a number of different authors, so you are welcome to choose from these choices. And again, when you pull in specific evidence from the text and the source or sources, you're more than welcome to use more than one. Make sure you're using direct quotes where possible. Make sure you're citing them in text. You're pulling in those pieces of evidence to help show or prove your point to your audience. And then make sure you include all sources used, including the text that you're analyzing, on a bibliography as well. Your essay needs to be 3 to 4 pages in length and is due by Sunday, November 19th at 11:59 p.m. Everything's checked for plagiarism. Make sure you do the minimum length, and then make sure you have MLA formatting and citations. I'm not sure why I wrote that. Sorry, guys. You'll need to discuss and analyze the works in depth using your knowledge of both the context around the works and the movement. Again, use concrete evidence to help support your claims and your analysis. Make sure you have a complete development of your argument centered around the principles of this movement. Use proper number of sources as well as the full exploration of the chosen works. Use good evidence to support your claims from both the primary and secondary sources. Use proper MLA formatting and style, and then make sure you have depth of analysis related to the movements and to the literary elements that you are utilizing in your analysis, and then a good development of your essay structure per usual. So if you have any questions about this, let me know, but otherwise, again, I highly suggest starting with maybe the work or the movement that was of most interest to you, and go from there and figure out what it is around those works that you really want to discuss in terms of literary elements, and particular elements related to that movement. So let me know if you guys have questions, but otherwise go ahead and move on.